Hi guys, it's Any aka the Noctrader, your friendly neighborhood swing trader, back again with another video, and today is Monday the 20th of May 2019. I'm going to give a technical analysis breakdown of some US and UK stocks. Let's get straight into it. Now you know what I'm going to ask you to do next. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that alert button to get alerts on all my latest videos. I've got Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at the Noctrader on all social media platforms. And if you check the description section below, you'll see a link to my mailing list. If you join my mailing list, you get priority free access to my training course that I'm creating for my website. You'll also get weekly emails on updates of all my latest videos and a spreadsheet that gives you my entries, my exits, my stop losses, and the reason behind all the trades that I make. Let's get straight into the video. So today has not been very kind to me. I lost my nerve. I'm going to go through one UK stock and then the rest of them are going to be US stocks. Also, if you have a suggestion of a stock you want me to break down, leave it in the comment section below and I'll break it down in the next video. First, the UK stock I want to cover today is LGEN, Legal and General. So I already put some lines on here from previously analyzing the stock, and as you can see here, there was a key support and resistance line at about the 254 mark. So it was a support, it was a resistance here, support here, support here. It broke out and then it created a new like a diagonal support and resistance line. It broke out of here, hit, and then at 280 it's found a new like resistance. So it's hit it 3 times, but it's never seemed to break out, and now it's been selling off. It would have been great to short it here, but missed that. But there's still opportunity, I think, to take a short position for a small gain. If you short it down to this line, you could make 5 pips. And what I'd say is that keep your resistance, your stop loss tight. So because it keeps retracing before selling off, I think it's still going to continue selling off. So what I'd do is that if I was to short it, I'd set my stop loss just above here. So you'd be risking 2 pips to make 4 or 5. So that's 2 to 1, which is alright. Which is pretty good. As you can see as well, the 180 simple moving average on the 15-minute chart is acting as a resistance and is previously acting as a support. So yeah, I'd say you could just short that for a small gain. And if you're wrong, you only lose a couple of pips. Now off to my US stocks. I'm going to go through JetBlue. Obviously JetBlue was the one I took a position in. It's not been kind to me. I exited my position on JetBlue again and my main reason behind that was that the reason why I entered JetBlue, it seems like today every position that I looked at that I thought one thing was going to happen, the complete opposite happened. So it really shows that this market's really choppy right now. So I think I might just sit it out until I see something that is kind of really a high probability trade, because right now every trade that I've been looking at is kind of done the opposite of what I expected it to do. Here on the JetBlue, in my previous video I said that okay, it's hit the 180 simple moving average on the daily chart as a resistance, as a support, so I expect it to start climbing up. What it did was that it's just been settling around here, and now it looks like it's going to start selling off. And even the MACD and RSI is telling me the same thing, so I thought let me just cut my losses now rather than wait for it to hit my stop loss, because the chart's not going the way I want it to. And if you look at the 1 hour chart, you can see that look, this line has been like a key support. So here, and here it stayed true to this line, but now it's broken out at the bottom side of this line, so I can see it selling off some more. The 180 simple moving average now is above price, and price has broken out of this line, came back up, consolidated, and sold off some more. So it's not looking good. It looks like it's going to carry on selling off at least to the resistance. So I don't want any part of this right now. If anything, I might be able to short this if anything, but yeah, exited my position for quite a bit. I think it was like a £90 loss. So yeah, it's one of those ones. And I did the same for CRON. The CRON I exited. This is the second time I've had to exit CRON. But if the chart just doesn't isn't doing what you want it to do, don't force a trade, or you can lose more money. So for CRON again, I was hoping that today would be the day where it broke out of this kind of dotted line, like this descending wedge, but it didn't do that. It kind of lingered, and it started and the 180 and the 15-day exponential moving average started acting as a resistance to price, and it was just not really, it was going nowhere fast, it was just moving sideways. I didn't really like that, so I just exited the position. So both of my two trades, I exited my positions, but it's one of those things, I'll make up in the next one. Yeah, I can't really say much about it outside of that. Knowing myself, it's probably going to break out on tomorrow or Wednesday, but I just didn't like the way the charts were moving, so I just had to get out of my position. So next one is AES. This was one of a suggestion by one of the subscribers. I've already plotted the lines previously. So on the daily charts, straight away on the daily chart, you can see that AES, this is a quite interesting chart. It's an ascending channel. Well, it's not an ascending channel because it's only hit this part once, but you can see straight away two parallel lines that I drew, they're relevant. So it's hit the support line twice, hit the resistance line kind of twice or thrice or whatever. Now it's currently at the support line. The 180-day simple moving average is acting as a support, and it's basically tracking the support line. They're basically on top of each other, which looks good. On the 4-hour chart, price has gone above the 180-day simple moving average. Price has gone above the 15-day exponential moving average on the 4-hour chart, but I need to see it like make higher highs. It's not enough just to climb above the 15-day exponential moving average. You need to climb above it, consolidate, and then start climbing again. If this starts pushing up, then I could take a long position. But as it stands, especially with the current state of the market, I'm not taking a position in this until I see it start making gains. If you look at the other indicators, even the other indicators, they're kind of flatlining. So you have to be very cautious with this one. So it looks like it has potential, but I'm very cautious to take a bull position given the current state of the market. It looks good though, so I'm gonna add it to my watch list. Nice shout out to whoever picked this one. Adding this to my list. NEM. Alright, so this is NEM, Newmont Goldcorp. So yeah, as you can see here, it's got a support at 2971, and it's hit that 3 times. 1, 2, 3. The 180-day simple moving average is kind of flat, but it's above price, so you have to just be careful about that. Let's go down to the MACD and RSI. Looks like it's climbing, so that's good. Go down to 4-hour chart. Yeah, this looks quite good. I like this. It's kind of laddering up, so it's gone up, it's come back down, gone up, come back down, but it's making higher highs. Yeah, this one looks pretty good, to be honest. Looks pretty good. Is that really aligned? No. Okay, so what I'd like to see is that I'd probably like to see it. It's climbed for like, it's got 4 candlesticks in the way it's climbed, 2 when it's got red. I'd like to see it come down a little bit, and then so I could get a better entry point, and then maybe I could enter from there so that I could get a more favorable position. You don't want to enter when it's at its peak, because then you might be waiting like a day or two for it to come down before it makes high highs again. So I'd probably wait for it to come down, and then when it seems like it's bottomed out, I'd enter there so that I can get the optimal position for a long position. But yeah, this looks really good. I like this. If I go back to the daily, yeah, all the signs of a good long position. Hit the support, broke out the 15-day exponential moving average on the daily chart. Oversold but climbing. MACD and RSI. MACD's but it's moving into positive territory. Good call. NEM added to my list. Guys, you got some good suggestions today. I like these. And then final one is EPD. Something like that. Is it EPD? EPD? Sorry about that, little technical difficulties with the internet. But back to EPD. Yeah, EPD. Straight away, ascending channel pattern. It's got another channel line in between the two main support and resistance lines. As you can see here, it stayed true to here. It's not a strong one, but I plot this line for a reason. If you scroll down into the 4-hour chart, the reason I plotted this line is because it hits that line a couple of times. What I wanted to do from this is that I need it to break out of this line before it could. There's potential for a short position, but as it stands, yeah, it's just ascending channel pattern that needs to break out the middle support and resistance line before maybe a potential for a short position. The 180-day simple moving average is going up on the daily chart and it's pretty flat. So I think there's potential for a short position. Just needs to sell off a little bit more and hit this and break this dotted line. It's quite choppy, the MACD and RSI, so it's not really telling us much. So I wouldn't really pay too much attention to that. But yeah, it looks like a good potential for a short. Even if you go down to this chart, you could go as far as maybe even shorten it to the line from here to here. So you can even short it to the line. So that's 50 pips. You can risk about 39. But the reason why I probably wouldn't do that is because it's quite choppy. So you never know if it will retrace up and hit your stop loss. So that's why I just wait for it to break out. But yeah, there's potential for a short position from this. Anyway, that's Any, aka the Noctrader, signing out.